Good morning to everybody. When I had my first contact with work in 1997, yes, 20 years ago. I started, this contact was as a student, not as an employee, and it was not as a staff, but as a student. I enrolled in the first edition of a computer engineering program, and some of the students, of my colleagues, and me made the joke of being, this was called a curs pilot in Catalan, and we made the joke of being pilots, that also means driver in Catalan, pilots of a car without brakes. No? It was a joke only. The car obviously had brakes. We finished, much of us, the degree after 5 or 6 years of hard work. And it was a very nice experience. At this time, being an online learner, we were seen a little as strange people, as isolated people all day in front of our computers, even that sometimes we had face-to-face meetings. And what about our students in 2017? I think they don't used to think that they are strange people anymore for the fact of being e-learners. And anyway, studying and finishing a distance education program, it's still a very hard experience. 30% of our new students take a break in the second semester. Our research, the research we are doing mainly with Jodep Minguellón, our research wants to investigate what happens with this break. Is it a short nap, and they come back in the third semester, or is it a long siesta, and they keep sleeping? For analyzing this, we have used the concept of continuous intention that has been also used in work by Ima Rodriguez and Antonio Meseguer in other articles. And to ascertain what is this, which students have continuous intention, we have asked them when they are taking the break if they want to re-enroll in the third semester. The first important result of our research is that this continuous intention is based mainly on the satisfaction with the learning experience. This would break some stereotypes of our students dropping out mainly caused by the personal circumstances like work, family, etc. It's the satisfaction with the learning experience, with the learning materials, for example, with the virtual campus, what drives them to have a positive or negative continuous intention. On the other side, we have analyzed what happens afterwards. What happens in the third semester? Do they re-enroll or not? In this case, course or program variables are not the most important. The variables that have more effect on effective enrollment are the ones related to the student himself or herself. For example, the level of motivation, the previous university experience, and also external variables like, for example, being working. It's important to notice that almost half of the students that had a positive continuous intention, they ended up re-enrolling in the third semester. But what would be even more important is that there is no student that ends up re-enrolling and that didn't have a positive continuous intention before. This would be the second important result of our research, that behind the re-enrollment behavior of other students, there is a decision process, a rational decision process based on the satisfaction with the learning experience. So, which would be our future research? Our future research, without forgetting the importance of the continuous intention of the students that take a break, is based on this number. This is the proportion of students that don't come back in the third semester when they take a break in the second semester. Our focus now then would be to try to find the variables that are behind this break. Why there is this break in the second semester? In order to predict and to prevent this break and try to avoid this break using new technologies, for example, big data, the ones that Mark has explained in the scorecards about abandonment, for example. This is, to make an analogy with these mechanical stairs, we would like our students not to stop in their programs, because if they stop, the stair will break down. We want our students not to break down, not to stop. So to try to maintain a minimum enrollment to continue in their programs. This will surely make us focus on new variables that maybe we haven't looked a lot before, mainly related to the student factors. That means, for example, intrinsic motivation, extrinsic motivation, locus of control, learning skills, etc. Because in previous literature about online learning dropout, these variables are the ones that appear most frequently, the ones related to the student characteristics that exist even before the learning experience starts. Okay. To start finishing my presentation, and I would like to stress, I think, the opportunity and the challenge to have a holistic approach, like Josep Maria Planell told at the beginning. A holistic approach in this matter, in all the initiatives that are already in progress at the work that are analyzing and reducing dropout, to increase the level of communication, of collaboration between these initiatives, to achieve something like this dropout analytics, I call, that it will be similar to learning analytics, but applied to dropout data. This would surely help us to start as an organization a learning journey, a learning process like the one of our students, with the objective of helping our students to finish their degrees, but doing this as an enjoying and enriching experience. So this is what I wanted to say to you.
Thank you very much. Time for one question. No questions? Do you really think that learning analytics can help us to reduce that 80% of dropout to which number?
Yes, because mainly with variables that are at the beginning of the semester.
And to which number? Oh, sorry. Oh. Please turn off your mobiles. No, I mean, at the moment we have this 80%. Mm-hmm. If we apply learning analytics techniques, etc., what's the horizon we can try to reach, in your opinion?
I think that it was an objective that it's called to reduce, Julia, in a 3% or 5%.
5%. Okay. Which is a lot, because it's people who are going to be with us a lot of time.
Yes, okay. It's only the result of in one semester, but in all the semesters of their programs.
Okay. Thank you very much.